I'm worried that, you know, just making sure it looks like an H, like is it doing enough to let you know that that's what it's supposed to be? Does it seem legible enough? Sometimes that's what I struggle with because I know it's an H and I'm like, sure, it looks like an H. So usually I kind of make the downstrokes whiter than the upstrokes to kind of mimic the way it kind of works when you're drawing, like when you're writing. But I don't know, I'm kind of feeling an upstroke with change here. Again, because it's making it look like it's not perfectly written. And again, it feels weird to me to see these imperfections and not fix them. Like, I'm a little bit OCD about, oh, but that's but it's okay. I'm gonna leave it. There's the K. Let's do the H is actually already, I think, pretty close to what I want it to be, but let's just look at it and see what we can do. It can definitely be roughened up a little bit more. Okay, you know what I think would look nice is if there's kind of like a little knob at the end here. So let's do that. Okay, actually I like, it's got like this unusual curve here, and I think I like that because it's not quite, it makes it look more hand-drawn. So we're gonna do that. Okay, the E is probably the most troublesome letter in this, so let's go to the E. So what else have I been doing lately? I've been trying to listen to different types of music, but I'm not always very good at finding it because I don't listen to the radio anymore. I just basically listen to Spotify. So if I don't know what something is, I don't always discover it. Really like folksy music though lately. Okay, I like this one. It needs some weighting for sure, but that's what we're here for. Okay, but that's working. Okay, I think, I don't know. I'm undecided about this E, but I think it is okay for the moment at least. So I have hold on to me written up there, but I'm gonna write it down here. Hold on to me, because I just want to see where I'm at. Okay, and actually, I think my favorite letter that I have so far is that D up there. I don't know why I didn't just throw it down. Although I really like the D from Desperate too, that first D. You get into legibility issues on it sometimes though, but whether or not I should be, I'm just not quite as concerned with legibility on this font as I am with others. It's more about what I'm trying to convey through how it looks than, hopefully that makes sense to everyone. Oh yeah. That's a good D. Okay. Okay. Cool. Heartbroken. So we have the K, we have the E. Okay, now that I look at the E again though, it looks like it actually, I thought it was too heavy compared to the K. But now maybe, I don't know, maybe it's not. It definitely is compared to the N, but that's because I haven't stylized the N at all yet. Ooh, I like that better. Yeah, that's good. I keep saying like, oh, I'm done with this letter for now, but then I just kind of jump all over. we go. Let's see. That's not bad. Do you find huge differences between FontLab 5 and 7? Oh, yes, very much. And hi. Yeah. So FontLab 6 is more like FontLab 7. I have all three of them because I was like, yes, I love FontLab 5. Sure, I will love FontLab 6 and 7. And I mean, I do in a lot of ways. You can do a lot of things in them that you can't. It's a little bit more like you have some capabilities that are a little bit more like Illustrator. So for instance, when I'm drawing in here, when I make this line, it's a whole loop. It's a self-contained container, right? When you draw in FontLab, you have more of the ability, and you could draw with a pencil here, but it doesn't actually add a stroke. Like if you don't see this over here, a closed shape. Yeah, exactly. I have sometimes trouble with words. It's really annoying when I know what a word is. To the extent that sometimes I can't think of simple words like trash can. There have been so many times when I look at my husband, I'm like, where's the throwaway? I just say what the thing does because I can't think of simple words. It's super annoying. Anyway, yeah, so in FontLab 6 and 7, you can draw with like a line and add a stroke, kind of like you do in Illustrator. I keep looking over here like the camera's over here because the chat is over here, but I should be doing this. Anyway, yeah, and that's really cool because then you can add you can draw it and then mix it up with different widths. You can add different brush styles to those strokes. Very cool things. Naturally, you'd think I'd just be doing that. But again, I don't know if I think it's a combination of I'm just so used to this program. And also I've had, I just feel like it draws a lot smoother in here on my Wacom. I'm not sure why. So it's something I don't think I have the settings quite right, that I need to work on, but just, it's probably because I got used to drawing in here, but that's why I keep using 5. That, and I know where everything is in this program, but it's not all in the same places in FontLab 7. And so when I've worked in there, I've just been like, where is this? Where is this tool? How do I do this? And it's frustrating to me not knowing exactly how to do something or where something is. So I need to spend more time because I'm sure there's a lot of people like me that are trying to figure it out. And so if I can figure it out and then share the knowledge, maybe that'd be useful. I don't know. Have you used FontLab 6 or 7? Be interested to know, just because I know some people love it. And but I think there's probably some people like me too that are like, oh, I gotta stick with 5. So I own all 3, but this is where I still make a majority of my fonts, just because I can get them done so much faster, because I know how to do what I'm doing. Sometimes I'll draw it in this and then take the letters over to 7, and then do some of the stuff in there. But yeah. Let's see. Where was I? I'm on N. Okay, so I think I just want to add a little bit more width variation and a few more imperfections. Like, if you could figure out FontLab on your own, you can conquer anything. I have the free trial. I currently use FontSelf. Oh, okay. Okay, interesting. So I got an invite to the beta version of FontSelf, and I should have taken advantage of it, and I meant to, and I just got busy, and I never did. And by the time I started using it, it was closed. And at the time, at least, you couldn't do a lot of the things that I'm doing in fonts. So I wasn't, that was part of the reason why I didn't jump in right away. But it seems like they're adding a lot of features all the time. And, you know, if you are used to drawing in Illustrator, that would be really nice. Because I know a lot of people do prefer to draw in Illustrator. Just for myself, I don't know. I've tried it several times. I don't know. I don't like the feel of it. I like drawing other things in Illustrator. Well, I guess that's not completely true. I like making shapes and things in Illustrator, but if I'm actually doodling anything, I usually draw in FontLab and then actually copy paste that into Illustrator. like on any kind of lettering that I do for graphics or logos, I usually draw in Font Lab and then hold it on, which is actually really nice because sometimes when I make people logos, then I can give them a font of their logo. I know I have most of my logos in a font, and that's really handy just to have on hand to use for different things. So, but yeah, Font Lab, I think that's the other thing is Font Lab 5 has a really good manual. When I first started, I started with Type Tool, which is like their entry-level program. And if, anyone's interested in starting font, it's definitely a great program to start with. You can't do everything, but you can do so much. And that's how I got started because it was way cheaper. And going from Type Tool to Font Lab 5 at least felt very natural. Very similar programs. You have the extras, but it's not like a whole different feel. I don't remember where I was going with that. But yeah, I did mostly just kind of figure it out by tinkering. And then later on, I'm like, I'm doing this professional because it started out as a hobby. I'm doing this professionally. I should figure out more. And so I've spent more time reading the manual and figuring things out. And the Font Lab manual is really good. The Font Lab 7 and 6 manual are getting better. It's all online, which is nice. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed these videos, please hit like and subscribe. I stream on Twitch on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 2 p.m. and release recaps here on YouTube. If you have any questions or comments, drop them below or email me at info@BrittanyMurphyDesign.com.